Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Women would be efficient like that, right?
Yeah, it's all about the clock.
It's all about the clock.
How much time until the kids wake up?
Oh gosh, don't even.
That's right.
All right,
Laundry's almost.
and I'm gonna film this just in case. So the question is, how do you kind of build the customer value journey for a relationship coach, right? And this seems really daunting, right? But so here we kind of discuss the different levels of your membership. So the one you want to sell, right, is going to be this $500 one. We're going to start with the part everybody knows, which is sales, right? And this is going to kind of like be your signature package, right? This is the one you want to sell. It's the one that has absolutely everything in it. And in addition to everything in it, it's going to get conversations with you throughout to hold people accountable and kind of see where they're going and be able to give your expertise, not just online, but in person, unique to them, right? And then we have another one, we'll say give about $100. That's going to be kind of like an in-between where they meet with you once, maybe twice, plus online, right? Most of it's going to be online for them. And then another one that's lower level, let's say 20, 30, we'll just say $30 to keep it simple here. That's strictly online. That is going to be the do-it-yourself option, right? And then we kind of discussed structuring that. One is going to have all sorts, the whole kit and caboodle, everything that you've ever come up with. When you do additional consulting calls, like we said, that you might jump on like Facebook Live or something, not using anyone's name, but their situation, right? And say, this is how I would handle it. You can then take that content and add it. That's a perk to this one. Those people are going to get the calls where you've already answered something. And it's going to kind of like be the thesaurus that they can turn to, not thesaurus, the WebMD, but for relationships. Like if you're having this issue, here's some extra calls. This issue, here's some extra calls, right? The basics, and then just, you know, a package. Here's a basic thing that you can go, let's start with that with you and your wife, right? This is all on the sales side, right? This is not really marketing. This is strictly sales. If you go up to someone you've never met before and you even pitch them on the $30 one, that may not work at all. They don't know who you are. It's some crazy lady with some hippie, do-it-yourself, weirdo stuff, right? So you have to get them to that point, right? So knowing you, one of these is going to be just in-person networking. So you go to different things. You might actually literally go to a church. You might literally go to a school, go to a women's group, something like that. That's you in person going and offering something to somebody, right? We haven't even got to the offer yet, but you're just letting them know you exist, right? This could be Google Ads. This could be if you wrote a book. It doesn't have to be a big book. Self-publishing is not that hard now. That could be a way, like if you gave someone a book and said, you know, here's just a little bit more, you could have the link in there. There's lots of differences. This could be Facebook. This could be Facebook Live, Twitter, paid and organic. You just have to remember when it comes to free social, how are they even going to find that? So a lot of times social is over here. Social media is going to be the next step. So they found you, maybe you get them to like your page, maybe you have an additional ad, or they've heard of you. You can drive specific custom audience traffic. So those in-person people, as Linda was talking about, you can't spam them with emails. What you can do is put a Facebook ad in front of their face, specifically their face. Clever, clever kitty cat, right? This could be LinkedIn organic outreach. So maybe you reach out to people where they're kind of like coaches, but not maybe specific parenting coaches, right? So like it could be a partnership with them. So partnership is one of them. This is going to be also your referrals. Basically any way that you can make a stranger, that's the key word, stranger you know, don't know, find out who you are. Stranger. That's why social media doesn't tend to work on awareness. LinkedIn works because you can outreach to somebody. I don't want to say it's an undeveloped platform, but it's underutilized, and so it still has some options, whereas Facebook's locking it down because we're just overwhelmed. LinkedIn is all about hustle anyway. Twitter's strapping down the same way Facebook did once upon a time. This could be your SEO. You have good SEO on a website. This is going to be social media. It can be retargeting, both on YouTube, Facebook, Google Ads. That gets a little bit more complicated. Facebook's easy enough-ish, though, with some pixeling and stuff like that. This is just educating them. Right now, I'm on Facebook Live. This is engaging to somebody. You know, they may be following me on Facebook. They're not to the point where they're at subscription yet. They're not at the point where they're buying yet, but they're watching and they're getting to know that the information I have is valuable. Oh, she actually knows what we're talking about. I won't be wasting my money there. So any kind of Facebook Live is great here, I think. It's just an easy way. You can turn around and upload it to YouTube. YouTube's a big one here. YouTube, because it is a search engine too, YouTube can be over here if you properly keyword your videos. YouTube can be over here and engaging. So all of these can kind of be flexible. You just have to sit down and think, how is it actually working for my business? How am I using it? And is that really viable for the customer? And then actually tell people what to do. People will do what you tell them to, like sheep. So after you get the awareness, you need to start telling people over and over and over and over again what it is you do. The subscribe stage, that's going to be like, let's say you go to use Kyvio. That's going to, Kyvio, that's a Y.
Yeah.
That's going to be a landing page with a download. So it can be a download. It can be, I have a schedule. So it's not them showing up, but it is them signing up for something. It can be a quiz they take where they have to give the information to get the answers. It can be a download. Oh, I already said download. It can be free training. So let's say Kyvio, using that one, it can be one module that you have for free, the starter module, if you will, right? Up here on Convert, though, right here, it's like asking a girl for her number. You have permission to call her now. That doesn't mean you're getting a date. It means you have a number. We don't even know if it's real yet, right? It could be a fake one. That's where certain aspects come in nicer. You're like, if you want that download, you have to give me the free one. I'm not gonna let you click and download it. It's the membership. Oh, you actually have to log in. You need a real email address, right? It's permission to message somebody. And all along these ways, you can connect them with Facebook ads using custom audiences and pixeling at the lowest level, not even getting complicated into Google. Facebook ads are really easy to kind of do this stuff in. The convert stage is going to be time or money. One of those things has to be exchanged. Now for a membership site, for a relationship coach, it might be, you say that $30 a month one online, you can try that for, let's say, $2. $2 for the first month, or get crazy, make it $9. Something lowish though. Something that people are like throwaway money. Like if I'm at the store, anything under $20 is mostly like, oh, just grab it. Like my husband like, oh my God, why'd you buy so many shirts? Because they were $2 a piece. And I got 3. I don't even know if I'm gonna wear that crazy red one, but it was $2, right? Make it stupid. Like make it like so throw it like, oh, you know, it's worth a try. Like no one's gonna be like, oh, it's worth a try at 500 unless you're like Bill Gates. Bill Gates is like, oh. So like corporate cash, anything under 500, a lot of times people have some freedom just like, oh, it's 500. The individual, under $20, under 10, don't even hit second digits, right? So it can be that trial. Like for Business Growth Network, we do a $2 7-day trial. You have 7 days to get in there, see if it's right for you. Come ask a question. There are some that do as long as 30 days, especially if you have a ton of information that's overwhelming. 30 days is nothing if you've got 60 modules, right? You're not gonna finish one really in 30 days, right? This can be a consulting. So that going back to that one that's a schedule me, if I sit down with somebody for an hour, they've given me their time. You can do that. Same thing with relationship coaching if you're thinking more local networking. It can be online too, like a Zoom meeting. So we offer Zoom meetings for ours. So that's the trial. The other one is the module for that low cost. So you can say, here's that $500 package. You can buy just this one module for $9. Just get my template pack with all my worksheets for $10. Whatever that is. I mean, that might, your templates, like I think about, I have over 100 templates. I'm wary about putting them in Business Growth Network because those templates are what I spend all my time working on, right? That's what makes the magic. So whatever it is that's worth a little bit, but adds, and this is the key point, Christmas. Bring Christmas. They've only paid you a little bit, or they've given you nothing their time, right? But if you can bring Christmas, if you can give a small transformation, if you can show them hope. You know, back in the day, you used to be able to get someone on page 1 of Google. You could do it in 20 minutes with YouTube. That was before it was complicated and people like me knew what they were talking about. We could do it for mass of people. Give them some kind of Christmas. Here's the thing, engineer this. Like actually walk your people through this somehow. This might be an original worksheet. So let's say they did a download, right? And they came over here and you're like, you know what, for $9, I'm gonna give you a 1 hour like a 1 hour workshop. Workshops are more valuable than webinars or conversations. We're gonna do a 1 hour workshop, and I'm gonna walk you through each one of those and explain to you how they all work, and it's only gonna cost you $9. So that workshop then becomes your Christmas. Make sure they give, like, it could be premiums. The premium that everyone kind of really knows really well, that everyone's like the football phone. Sports Illustrated, a subscription to a magazine is not tangible, but a football phone you can hold and joke around about throwing, that's tangible. It had nothing to do with the freaking magazine. Nothing, it's a phone, a cheap plastic one at that. But people bought the subscription because they wanted the football phone, and they even bought subscriptions for all their friends and family around Christmas because the football phone was the gift. The football phone was technically free with the subscription, but the subscription is really just what came with the football. You're paying, though, for the subscription, but you're actually getting the football. So any way that you can kind of create Christmas here, engineer that. You've got somebody, you've systematically changed the relationship, excite them, make them see how good your information is, give them that little win, and then you can talk about other pricing. You can offer this, I would say go to like this $100 pin. Say, here's my $97 offer. You're gonna meet one time with me, blah, 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 blah. And hey, if you're feeling froggy and you know you're that kid that needs more hand-holding, let's do this one. And then if they don't buy any of them, offer them this. Like, hey, you know what, I totally get it. Sometimes people just wanna do it themselves. Sometimes you're in a hard spot financially. Here's all this for $30. You have to walk it through. It's just videos, and you don't get A, B, and C, right? And that's a whole other trick in how to offer that. And you can test up. Do I offer this first and then upsell these? Do you offer this and then downsell? And that's just try it. Bounce it off, see how it hits people's eyeballs, and then come over here. Ask for. Oops, can't spell. Ask for the review. It's so easy. Go on LinkedIn. You've helped people just in your group. Think about the people you've helped for free. Ask them to review you on LinkedIn. That's a small price to pay for people you've helped out systematically. Talk about all the people that you have that have already taken your class in person, and just ask them for the review. Say, we're about to launch some things. It'd be really helpful. Drive safely. And then over here, actively get people to promote you and give referrals. Advocate for you openly. So whether you're offering like a discount, so like using Kyvio, the nice thing is you can actually say, here's a code, Rayanne. Every time you send somebody my way, use my code, and it'll keep track of it for you, and I'll know that I need to send you $50 per person. For every, if you sell, it depends on like which affiliate circles you're in. Sometimes it could be 50% of this. If you're actually having to do like the work for it, it may be 25%. Somebody sends you a $500 client and you had to do 0 advertising to get them, give them money. If you tell Rayanne every time she sends you somebody, she's gonna get a $100 check if they buy this one, and then every time they do that, she's gonna get $10 every month. I mean, this doesn't take you anything else. You're not doing anything for that person. And she just gives them to you and hands them to you. Ian's like, blah. That's $20 in your pocket, that's $10 in her pocket. She will go out there and promote you every time somebody complains that they're having issues with their kids. And when you can drive this up, affiliates there. It goes all the way back down and it reduces your cost here. This is the most expensive section. Getting people aware of you the first time, making them know you exist takes the most time, most money, the most effort getting through here. If somebody sends you a really warm, hot referral, they can skip a lot of this and they'll just go from here to here. I've done that before, like, you know what, man, this really worked with John. It was like easy peasy, life-changing transformation, blah, blah, blah. Boom. They didn't go through any of the stages John did. They go straight to the highest package. So if you have any other questions, I have it on Facebook Live.
That was awesome.